Hi friends, welcome to Malaology. I am Teresa, Doctor of Metaphysics, Ascension Guide, and Priestess, here to share fun and easy ways to use Mala and Mantra for magic, manifestation, energetic healing, and to have a better life. Today we're talking about the Brow Chakra, the sixth chakra up from the bottom, the second chakra down from the crown. This is right in the middle of your forehead, right in the middle of the brain. So if you cut your brain this way and this way, and you looked right at the middle of your brain, you would literally see an image of Lord Ganesha. Lord Ganesha being that Hindu god that looks like an elephant. He's got the trunk and the trident in the middle of the forehead, the flappy ears, all kinds of symbolism associated with Lord Ganesha literally is found in your physical brain. And Lord Ganesha is the god of wisdom. There's a lot more to be said about Ganesha, and I will definitely be making a video about him because I'm a big fan. I have several malas in my shop actually dedicated to Lord Ganesha, and I didn't think I would. It's not something that I never actually gravitated toward Hindu devas until I became familiar with Lord Ganesha. That's for another time. But I will say this. It's interesting, isn't it, that your brain literally reflects the symbolism of the Deva of Wisdom in the brain. So this is where your brow chakra exists. This is where your center of wisdom dwells, obviously in the brain, right? So why, though? Why the second chakra down? Why the sixth chakra up? What is the deal here in this area that wisdom dwells? Okay, brain aside. Well, this is where Father Sky and Mother Earth meet one another in the form of humanity. So the lower chakras generally are magnetic. They have, well, not magnetic so much as gravity. There's a lot of gravitational pull to the earth, okay? And so this is goddess energy being really dark, really full of life and potential and manifestation and creation and fire and earth and passion and sensuality. And this is all goddess stuff, okay? So you hear me talk about the fact that we are children of the earth, that we are the earth as she evolves, and all of her little creatures evolve with her. Well, we've evolved into this. This is literally the outcome of millions of generations of species, and this is it. We are the stuff that was here from the beginning. Okay, so how do you reconcile that? Because that's special enough, I think. The fact that we are Mother Gaia, that's special enough, but we are also source. Far beyond the goddess, far beyond Gaia is God, is the very, very source of light and the highest vibration imaginable, all potential, all that is, beyond time and space, force and energy, light. So our particle body is here, our wave form is here, and this is the beginning of reconciling the two. And the name of that reconciliation is wisdom. Wisdom. So how we practice that wisdom and empower the brow chakra is when we, one way to do this is when we look at one another, regardless of what is happening, regardless of what we see on the outside, we look at one another and we say, Namaste. That which is divine in me bows to that which is divine in you. I recognize divinity within you. By doing that, by recognizing divinity within you, I recognize divinity within me. And the implication of that that very, very simple statement is that we are both of this earth. We are both lower life forms, okay? But we are also both higher life forms. Because I wouldn't have to recognize that which is divine in you unless I first saw something that wasn't divine, right? So that which is not divine is of the earth. Now, the earth is a beautiful, wonderful creature, and I'm a big fan, big fan. But the earth is not the source of the all. The earth is just a manifestation of infinite potential of the all, right? So we are the earth, and we can look past the earth and see a deeper truth. And this occurs here in the brow. It's a very small chakra. Your other chakras, the throat gets smaller, but the brow is very small, okay? The energetic field is huge with a lot of these chakras. But the brow chakra, it's like I can't even give it a size. When I sense it and I feel it and I see it energetically, it's a point. It's literally a point. So another way to energize your brow chakra, first, why would you want to? Well, it helps you to see the divine in me. It helps you to see the divine in you. And when you do recognize that which is divine in the all, then you love it more, you accept it more, you tolerate it more, you have a happier life, your life is easier, but also you empower it and yourself more. You become much more potent as a creator. You can't reach that level of potency. Creation won't let you be potent until you have your mind right. Because if you were a potent creator and manifester and you didn't have your mind right, you'd create some crazy things, some very destructive things that all of creation is not in agreement with. And we all are in contract with one another. We've come in agreement with each other to work within a certain parameter for this and work in another parameter for that. So our relationships they're not strict guidelines, but we've made agreements. And if we don't have our minds right and we become more potent, then we're going to break those agreements, and that's just not possible. The universe won't allow it. It just doesn't work. Doesn't work. So when you unlock your potency by unlocking the truth, you become a master manifester, a master creator. That's another reason why. But my favorite reason is you grow closer to source. You open up more your crown chakra, and you receive more of the love that is constantly pouring down on you, and more of the light. And enlightenment and a higher vibration overall is my goal, is my intention in life, and it's not everyone's. But if that is your goal and intention, then exercise that brow by the namaste statement, not outwardly, and not even in those words, but just recognize. Let that which is divine in you see that which is divine in me and honor it, bow to it. All right? But you can also, there are two real easy ways. One is passive and one is active. Meditation is passive. This is the chakra where meditation is most needed, most effective, but also where mantra is most needed and most effective. Now, I'm more of an active meditator, so that means I like to practice mantra. I like to move my fingers. I like to move my lips. I like to have words. I like to have an intention. The passive way is extremely powerful. It's just not my thing. It's extremely powerful though. And it just focuses. it focuses and it retrains your attention and it retrains your attention. So all you do is close your eyes. Well, there are so many ways to do it, but an easy way is close your eyes and focus on your breathing. Focus on your breathing. Feel your breath, and as you breathe in, recognize you're breathing in. As you breathe out, recognize you're breathing out. And just watch your breath, or focus on your breath, so to speak. While you do this, to really kick it up a notch when you're working on your brow chakra, is try with your eyes closed to look inward with your eyes and upward, actually at the brow chakra. Now, this sounds really hard, but it's not as hard as it seems, because I've been able to see it many times, and I'm pretty sure my eyes aren't actually pointing in and up, right? So just with the intention of looking, your mind will find your brow chakra, and you will see a pinprick of light that is indigo in color. Indigo is the color of the brow chakra, which is why dark amethyst is a good stone for it. It's a great stone for it, as is lapis lazuli. This lapis lazuli actually has a lapis Ganesha as well. Sapphire is a pretty good one. Now, these two also go great with the throat chakra. If the amethyst was lighter, it would go great with the crown chakra. But the most potent stone for the crown or the brow chakra that I've ever experienced by far is Azurite and Malachite. So this is Azurite in Malachite, which is one way that it is formed. And Malachite itself is just a good stone for the brow chakra because it has these swirly, it's a lighter green matrix with darker swirly, either darker green or blue or black lines. Those lines, that design it makes, actually corresponds it to the third eye, as does, believe it or not, tiger's eye. Even though the color isn't right, it's the design that corresponds it with your third eye. So these are some stones. Now, this is a heavy one, but if you're looking for Azurite and Malachite, I got this from eBay for about $40 an auction. Maybe $50. But you should be able to get a smaller piece for, $20, maybe something like that. Really, it just depends on the size and who else bids. And I'm not pushing eBay. I'm just saying that's the place that I was able to get this, and I haven't really seen it anywhere else. So it's a very powerful tool just to hold it while you're meditating and looking for your third eye. Or when you're lying down and you put crystals that correspond with the colors of your chakras, just put this one right next to your head. And, or if it's a smaller one, right on the third eye. Take a piece of amethyst and rest it on your third eye as you're laying down. And just practice either the mantra or the focus in your meditation. And you'll drift off your focus wheel and just bring it back. Drift off, bring it back. Refocusing is actually where the meditation takes place. Not in that quiet moment where you get lost. Yes, that's a powerful time. Powerful hour if you're able to, but just a powerful moment. But the actual practice is retraining your thought back to whatever it is that you're focusing on, okay? There are a lot of great mantras for the third eye. I would practice just what I said earlier. That which is divine in me bows to that which is divine in you. Or the divine in me recognizes the divine in you. The divine in me recognizes the divine in you. I would do that while envisioning anybody else in my life. Every coworker, every family member, every neighbor, every friend, every stranger that I've ever seen, met, or known, right? And just see every person, whether I liked them or I didn't, no matter what our relationship might have been, and recognize that we are one, we are the same, we have the same source, whether it is Mother Earth or Father Sky. This is where we come together as one, and that's the power of the brow chakra. So let me know what you think. Thank you so much for coming. Stay tuned for the crown chakra next. Have a beautiful day. Mala blessings, love, and light.